Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Today's lesson we are going to be focusing on harfs. So just to re-jog our memories, I just talk about what I've spoke about in the previous lessons. So in the previous lessons we did about the ism, and that was a noun, which is a noun which is a name of something. If you can remember back, yeah, it's the name of something. So we gave examples like Mecca, Zamzam, and Muhammad. And I spoke about the sentence. Al-Jumlatul Ismiya is a sentence which begins with a noun. Okay, so we talked about isms, and they were nouns and sentences which are called Al-Jumlatul Ismiya, as is written here. Al-Jumla refers to a sentence, and then I spoke about the Al-Jumla being the part which is the subject noun, and the Ismiya is the part which is the khabar and the musnad. It conveys the information. So if you want to know more about this, if you refer to the previous video, then you can recap. And then I mentioned about how to recognize an ism. So it'll have, like for example, it'll have alif lam prefix to it, or it'll have like I was saying, that the last letter may have tanween on it, and then also it can be a musnad ilayhi, like I mentioned in the previous examples. So if you just refer to the videos which I've done previously, you will know. And then I gave some examples. I gave some examples of al-jumlatul ismiya. So for example, Yasirun maridun, Ammarun tawilun, Abbasun jalisun, Muhammadun waqifun, Imamun hadirun, Khalidun alimun, Aliyun baridun, and so on and so forth. So this is what we covered in the lesson before the last lesson, and then in last lesson we covered what a fi'l was. A fi'l, which is a verb, which is a doing word. And so we went through some examples. I'll just zoom out so you can have a picture of the whole page. I gave some examples again. If you refer to last lesson, you'll be able to know the what we covered. And I gave some examples of the jumlatul fi'liya, like for example raqa'a hamidun, and we mentioned that we mentioned that the word will always the mudaf ilayhi will always be in the state of majroor. That means that it will always be it will always have dhamma on it, and dhammatain or dhamma on it. So, and this refers to the doer. So raka'a, for example, in this example, raka'a hamidun, hamid bowed. So it refers to the doer, and the doer will always be in a state of marfu. Will be in a state of marfu. I'm just trying to get a clear. My camera's just playing up a little today, so it's not, for some reason it's not that clear. Yeah, so it's in a state of marfu. Okay, so we've covered these pages, and so the al-jumlatul ismiya and al-jumlatul fi'liya both are known as al-jumlatul khabriya, and this is a sentence where there is a possibility of truth and falsehood, where the possibility of truth and falsehood can exist. So this is what I explained. going on to our new lesson, so harf. What is a harf? And a harf is a particle. It could also refer to a letter, but we're looking at particles today. And here it says the harf is that kalima, word, which is dependent on on either an ism, a fi'l, or something, or sometimes both, in conveying its meaning. So again, I'll just repeat myself. A harf is that kalima. Kalima refers to a word which is dependent on either an ism, fi'l, or sometimes both in conveying its meaning. It does not convey any form of the three tenses. So it does not have a tense. So I've given examples. For example, fi. Fi means in. Thumma means then. Min means from. Ala means on.